extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you to this prestigious ICSSR-sponsored national seminar on the visionary theme, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's vision in shaping India's higher education system for the 21st century. This seminar is under the Rashtriya Ekta scheme. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to ICSSR for granting financial support to organize national level seminar. This generous assistance has empowered us to undertake this important academic endeavor, which aims to bring scholars, researchers, and practitioners to explore and discuss Patel's emphasis on practical and professional education. We are truly privileged to have amidst us an erudite gathering of scholars, educationists, and thought leaders who bring with them the wealth of knowledge and experience. Your gracious presence adds profound value to the academic congregation. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a towering figure of India's freedom struggle and a master strategist of national integration, was not only the Iron Man of India, but a far-sighted statesman who undertook the transformative power of education. This seminar seeks to delve deep into that very vision to explore how Sardar Patel's ideas, values, and policies can inform and inspire the transformation of India's higher education system to meet the aspirations of the 21st century. At a time when our nation is actively implementing the National Education Policy, that is NEP 2020, it becomes all the more relevant to revisit and reimagine Patel's vision in context of globalization, digital innovation, inclusivity, national development, and cultural rootedness. Our deliberations today and tomorrow will revolve around the key questions, that is, how did Sardar Patel envision the role of education in nation building? What are the guiding principles that we can draw from his life to build a just, inclusive, and value-oriented higher education system? How can we blend the ideals of character building and academic excellence in today's institutional framework? Encourage innovation and entrepreneurship to align with the global advancements? As we engage in these thoughtful discussions and share scholarly insights, let us also draw inspiration from Sardar Patel's resilience, clarity of thought, and unyielding commitment to the nation's progress. With this, I once again welcome you all and look forward to intellectually enriching sessions ahead. Let this seminar be not just a platform for academic exchange, but a step towards reclaiming and reinforcing the philosophical foundations of Indian higher education. Thank you all. Jai Hind. On this momentous occasion, as we prepare to open the seminar formally, it is only fitting that we begin with the blessings of the Almighty and the values that guide our institution. I now request you all to kindly rise and join us in reverence of the College Shabad, a soulful invocation that reflects our collective faith, discipline, and pursuit of knowledge.
Thank you, and may the divine spirit invoked through this Shabad guide our thoughts and enlighten our minds throughout the sessions of this seminar. So now, proceeding further, light, the eternal symbol of knowledge, wisdom, and hope, which dispels darkness and illuminates the path of truth. As it's our cherished tradition, we begin this academic gathering with the lighting of the lamp, invoking the divine blessings for a successful and enlightening seminar. I now request our esteemed dignitaries to kindly come forward and perform the Deep Pravajwalan, the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. I request esteemed management members to kindly join the Deep Pradjwalan ceremony. Yes, it's true. This Deep Pradjwalan ceremony, the light, the eternal symbol of knowledge, wisdom, hope, it dispels darkness and illuminates the path of truth. So thank you, everyone. Now, to honor our distinguished guests and express our heartfelt gratitude for their gracious presence, we proceed with the floral welcome. Flowers are a symbol of warmth, respect, and goodwill, and it is with spirit that we extend our welcome. I now request our worthy principal, Dr. Bhagat Singh Gacha, to kindly offer a floral welcome to our esteemed guests, Dr. Rakesh Baba. So please, HOD Department of History, Guru Nanak Khalsa College, Droli Kala. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us for today's seminar. I would like to request Dr. Dispal Singh, Associate Professor, Center for Distance and Online Education, University of Jammu. And Dr. Varun Goyal, Assistant Professor, LRDAV College, Jagraon. Thank you, one and all. Now, I would like to invite our worthy principal, Dr. Bhagat Singh Garcha, to expose the theme of today's seminar.
A very good morning to all present here. It is with a great pleasure and profound respect that we extend a heartfelt welcome to all our distinguished guests, esteemed resource persons, delegates, academicians, and participants from across the country joining in both online as well as offline mode in this national seminar, which is organized with the collaboration of ICSSR. When we're talking about these institutions, Shri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji's blessing are on these three institutions. Specifically talking about the Education College, it has more than 17 years of glorious history of education in the field of teacher education, specifically in teacher education. The college has been honored with the A+ grade, the highest valid grade at present among all colleges in Punjab University, Chandigarh. This is an achievement of the college. In the third cycle, we achieved A+ grade. We are truly honored to host this confluence of visionary and academic excellence through this seminar. And we know that the main theme of the seminar is about Sardar Patel's vision. We all know Sardar Patel as an Iron Man. Each and everyone sitting in this hall is very well known about that particular phrase attached with Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is an Iron Man. But on the other side, he was also proposing that education, unified education, as unified nation, as unified India, on the same pattern, unified higher education, special focus on vocational education, value-based education, value-rooted education. When we talk about the NEP 2020, all these components are once again in that particular policy document, value-based education, deep-rooted in Indian history and Indian logic. So all things were also proposed by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. At a time when the country was emerging from the colonial rule, Patel emphasized the need for educational institutions that fostered critical thinking, self-discipline, administrative capacity, and scientific temperament. His support for the creation of institutions like the Indian Administration Services, we all know the IAS, was not only an administrative move but a strategic investment in higher education, ability to shape future civic leaders. Patel saw higher education as a national duty, not just an individual aspiration. He envisioned universities as a spaces that would nurture responsible citizens rooted in Indian values while being open to global knowledge. Our policy is also saying the same thing. Education rooted with the Indian value system as well as the global outlook. His vision aligns seamlessly with the objective of the National Education Policy NEP 2020, which emphasized multidisciplinary learning, research, ethics, and inclusivity in higher education. As India positions itself in a global knowledge economy, there is an urgent need to revisit and revive Patel's vision to address current challenges. We are facing so many challenges. We can take guidance from Patel's philosophy, Sardar Patel philosophy, to overcome those challenges or barriers. This seminar will provide a platform to explore how Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's foundational ideals can inspire policy reforms, curriculum innovations, faculty development, and institutional excellence. Once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to each one of you as we embark on this enriching two-day academic journey focused to inspire minds, ignite ideas, and foster meaningful academic exchange. My special welcome goes to all those participants who have attended this national seminar in face-to-face mode from the different states. So we welcome all the delegates from the different states in this national seminar, and many participants have been joined us through the online mode. So our first keynote address will also be in the online mode. So nowadays we know that after the COVID 2020, COVID-19, we all are very much used to this hybrid mode. It has some advantage as well as some disadvantage, but we will use this hybrid mode to reach to the unreached through this hybrid mode. So seminar will be in the hybrid mode, and my special welcome again to all the participants who have come across from different states to attend this seminar. We are very much confident that all the discussions, all the deliberation during the seminar will really guide our institutions, our faculty members, as well as guide our students to rethink the philosophy of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel ji, not from a political side, from the higher education side too. So with these words, once again, welcome to each one of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for setting the tone towards deeper understanding of the topic. Now we are honored to have with us virtually our esteemed keynote speaker, Professor Sanjay Kaushik, Vice Chancellor, Gurugram University, Gurugram, who will be delivering the keynote address online. Before we invite Professor Kaushik to address us, let me take a moment to present his brief CV with our audience. Looking at richness of his CV, I can say that the words fall short to describe his accomplishments. But I'll touch upon some key milestones here. Professor Sanjay Kaushik is a recipient of Bharat Ratna Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan Shiksha Samman Award by Genius Brain and HRD Mission Delhi. Sir has 35 years of academic and administrative experience. He was the director of Northwestern Region ICSSR for 7 years. So now, without taking much time, I would like to invite Sir for his keynote address. Yes, over to you, sir. Sir, your voice is not coming. Sir. Yeah. I think you are muted.
Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now it's audible.
Thank you so much, for making me a part of this program. And let me begin with congratulating G.H.G. Khalsa College of Education, and of course, which is doing this seminar under the aegis of Internal Quality Assurance Cell. And believe me, though I have moved to this Gurugram University, and because I have been attached with Punjab University and the colleges for so long, it's always a pleasure being with all of you. So thank you so much once again for making me a part of this. And when we look at the title, which says Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's vision in shaping India's higher education system for 21st century. So when we talk Sardar Vallabhbhai's vision for 21st century, and that too in the education, probably some of us might think that 21st century education, and then we are talking Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Let me begin with one quote which he made. What did he say? It is not the large buildings that make a university great. It is the minds that grow inside them. Look at it. When we talk the vision and Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's vision, he knew this so many years back that the buildings which we create are probably not sufficient to build what we want to make. That is the minds which lie in the people. So the universities are a place where the minds are grown, where the minds are developed, and we all have seen this. And what better than an education college like your college can understand and propagate that? Look, we work on the minds. In the universities, we work on the minds, and the education colleges like yours, they work on the mind, shaping the mind, initiating the thoughts, and then building on that thoughts, and then ultimately transforming it into the results. So that is why the title which has been kept for today, probably very apt and very deep rooted thoughts which carries with the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's vision, and of course, as we said, its relevance in the higher education today. And when we say that the minds are built, believe me, along with the minds which are built, which we talk today, the National Education Policy 2020, when we say the whole idea is that only. We are talking the comprehensive development. And when we say the comprehensive development, that actually basically talks of the development of the mind, where the education helps you in everything. And when we say everything, that means including what we talk today, that we need to have the skills inculcated among the students so that they become good enough to earn their livelihood. Sometimes we are surprised that Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, believe me, there was, I'm talking very old, 1937. Now 1937 and today we are 2025, so roughly 88 years before I am talking. So there was All India Education Conference, and in the All India Education Conference in 1937, which was held in Wardha, there Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel emphasized, which we have been talking for the past few years rigorously. And what did he say? We need the vocational training. Look at it. On one side, he's talking of building the minds. Simultaneously, he's talking of the vocational training 88 years before. And the third thing for which we have been longing, and probably I don't know how far we have been able to achieve that. He talked in that conference of the civic values. So, building the minds, civic values, and vocational training. And you compare this with today's National Education Policy 2020, it revolves around these only. So we can, very well imagine that how visionary Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has been. He could foresee that what would be required in a country like this, which is now of 145 crores of the people. And that is why his contribution to the higher education has been immense. Though we know him probably more popularly as the Iron Man of India, we know, who integrated 562 princely states into the Union of India. And the result we are able to see now. And he actually is known as the architect, but probably the silent architect, we call him that. He is the silent architect of modern India's civil administration, administrative, and the educational ethos. So that way, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel has been absolutely great in shaping the education system which we look for today. And most of us must be knowing this. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the administrative system which we see today, where we say that the probably in the government sector what the people believe, and especially in the administrative sector, that the IAS, Indian Administrative Services, and IPS, Indian Police Service, which these two are the most sought after positions throughout the beginning. These were created and these were the contributions of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel only. Probably underappreciated that way, but IAS and IPS, these positions were created by him in the administrative circle. And that is why when we talk that administrative machinery and the education machinery which we see today is basically has been put forward and carried on by the vision which he had with him. Very clear he was that if we want to build the nation, we need to build the strong institutions. And when he meant strong institutions, he meant both. He was talking of the administrative institutions, as I said, IAS and IPS, and so on and so forth. And he was talking the educational institutions. And look at it, since then to now, more than 1150 universities we have. We all know this. More than 55,000 colleges we know this. And the better part is that even today, when the government emphasizes that what is required to be done in 2025, everything which we have been emphasizing to be done in 2025 actually has been initiated and architected in the time when Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was taking the reins. And, we know this in 1948, after independence, we know this in 47 we got independence, and then in 1948 he supported the transformation of the Gujarat Vidyapeeth. And we all know Gujarat Vidyapeeth, which was actually set up by Mahatma Gandhi ji in 1920. And then Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in 1948, he transformed and actually supported a lot that let us convert it into a center for nation oriented education. Nation oriented. It was not about the degrees he talked, that it is not the degrees which have to be given. So, nation, what the nation requires. And that is why he talked that the degrees, of course, when we are talking universities, the degrees need to be given, but along with the degrees, building of the character, which we talk today also. Along with the degrees, the rural service, which we talk even today, and the Indian values. So look at it. When we talk his vision, I mean, today we talk for the center of excellence. We all know this. And he talked so many years back the nation oriented education. Today we talk the vocational training, and we all know we have got the vocational sources, and we have been emphasizing so much on the skill training. And we know this that so many skill universities and the colleges have come up in India only to provide the skill training. And this skill training, believe me, was initiated that time when probably people did not know that how come building of the minds and the skill training can go together. And look how relevant it is even today. And when he talked the skills he talked in every domain which we talk today. Skills not only of the people and for the people who are downtrodden, but skills for everyone, even if who is educated one. What does it mean? That somebody who is an educated one, even he requires, when he goes to the market for the jobs, he need to have the skills. And we all know this today. What is happening, that the people I mean, they do the graduation, they do even the post graduation and probably the higher degrees as well, but when they go to the market, the skill which is required for the market, they don't have it, they lack it. That means the emphasis is not only of today, but it is a series of years we have taken to build up on that. And probably and hopefully in the years to come, the fruits we would be able to get. So skill training. And then when he talked the nation building, and nation building, he said develop the minds of the people. Now when we say they develop the minds of the people, in education colleges you all do this, you know we say psychology, emotions, they play a great role. And because psychology and emotions play a great role, so we need to build on them. And when we say emotions, believe me, generally a popular belief that probably somebody who is very emotional is good for the organizations. But contrary to this, the organizations and the nation believes that somebody who is a balanced emotional is a good asset for the nation instead of somebody who is very emotional. So that balanced, the persons with the balanced emotions, he advocated, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, he advocated a lot. And that is why today, when the recruitments are done, we all know it, when the recruitments are done, the psychometric testing is done. And when the psychometric testing is done, the people are evaluated in terms of their emotions as well and the psychology. And when the psychology or emotions are evaluated, the final selection or not selecting somebody depends upon the score he or she gets. how balanced he or she is. And we have seen it along with the private institutions. Now the private universities have started doing the psychometric testing for recruitment of the people, and now even the government is thinking that when the recruitments are to be done, the testing as far as the psychology is concerned, and should be done. And that is why when the recruitments are being done today in the selection panel, generally the two psychologists, they sit in the selection panel only to analyze the kind of psychology and the attitude the people and the candidates have. So look how relevant, I mean, how apt he was, that even in 2025 we are revolving around his ideas. And then he used to say one thing, that the India lives in villages. We all believe that India lives in villages, and that is why he talked that rural students need to be brought into the mainstream of education. And that is why, hats off to all the colleges including yours, that you know rural students need to be brought to the education system, the mainstream education system, which the colleges like yours, they are up to, and they are doing it. And believe me, even today, the schemes which I mean, for the past 5, 6, 10 years, which are in operation, if you see the roots for those schemes, you talk RUSA, which we all know, you talk Eklavya model residential schools for tribal children, we are talking NEP 2020, we talk the gross enrollment ratio for the male students, for the female students, for which we have been trying very hard that this GER should increase. We talk the civic values, we talk the education not only for the jobs, but the education for the nation building. And that is what we have been emphasizing even today. And that is why when we prepare the students for the market, so the skills are given, but simultaneously all those values which are required are inculcated. And the national values, when we say, we have seen it, just we know it, that when we had an altercation with Pakistan, and how the volunteers, they came forward, including Chandigarh and whole of the Punjab, who were ready to serve the nation. Actually, that is the outcome of what have been or is being taught them in the colleges. So this multidisciplinary universities which we see, so that means the students need to be prepared for all those kinds of disciplines. So multidisciplinary universities and institutions, that the NEP 2020 emphasizes, then the value-based education which the NEP 2020 emphasizes, then the skill universities we have talked, the nation, everything actually is now, if you look at it, the bases have been what Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was able to envision so many years back. So, I'm so happy to associate myself with the seminar which you are holding today, where the people from across, they are either online or offline with you. Let me before I finish say one thing. you know we are all trying very hard, the colleges are trying so good and so hard to build the students, and in terms building the nation, we all know this. And when the multidisciplinary education is being provided, when the skill based education is being provided, when the those ethics, those values, those principles, those norms which are being inculcated among the students, and especially when the education colleges are the core of that, because education colleges are probably helping so much in actually building what is required to the and in the society. So they are actually building those kind of teachers as well, which further, are able to build the society and the students. So what was advocated by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel so many years before, and what is being practiced even today, and believe me, what will be relevant in all the times to come. So that means the contribution of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel we appreciate immensely, and hope that this college and everyone who is associated with us right now would be working in that direction, and this nation would flourish and do, for which we all are trying hard. And 2047, which the government has set up a year where we say we would be known as the Viksit Bharat. But believe me, that would be possible only when all of us, including all who are associated with us now, they would be contributing in that direction, and which you all are doing. Thank you so much for making me a part of this program. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your enriching input, sir. Thank you.